Shrine of Ice is a dungeon that teaches players the importance of enhancement stability in ROM, Golden Age, and like basic farming content, this dungeon emphasizes preparation, patience, and controlled progression. The primary reward, Shining Weapon and Armor Enhancement Scrolls, supports long-term equipment growth rather than short-term power spikes. The core lesson of Shrine of Ice is risk management. Enhancement scrolls provide opportunities to strengthen gear, but they also introduce the possibility of failure. This encourages players to plan upgrades carefully instead of enhancing impulsively. Understanding when to enhance is just as important as having the scroll itself. Shrine of Ice reinforces the value of consistency. Shining enhancement scrolls are obtained gradually through repeated dungeon clears. Each run contributes incremental progress, teaching players that reliable farming produces better results than chasing rare, high-risk upgrades. Enemy encounters within Shrine of Ice promote defensive awareness. Many enemies punish aggressive play, encouraging players to prioritize survival over speed. This aligns with the dungeon's focus on stability and controlled advancement. Resource efficiency plays a significant role during Shrine of Ice farming. Potions, durability, and time investment must be managed properly to maintain sustainable runs. Players who rush often experience higher losses, while steady pacing leads to better long-term outcomes. Shining Weapon and Armor Enhancement Scrolls are most effective when used strategically. Applying them to well-planned equipment upgrades reduces waste and maximizes value. This teaches players to treat enhancement as a progression system rather than a gamble. The dungeon also highlights the importance of gear readiness. Entering Shrine of Ice with balanced stats and appropriate plates improves clear consistency. This preparation reinforces the lesson that systems in ROM, Golden Age, are interconnected. Over time, Shrine of Ice becomes a predictable farming route. Familiarity with enemy patterns and dungeon flow reduces mistakes and improves efficiency. This transformation from challenge to routine marks meaningful progression. Enhancement success in ROM, Golden Age is built on patience. Shrine of Ice reinforces this by rewarding players who respect the upgrade process. Small improvements accumulate into significant power gains over time. Ultimately, Shrine of Ice teaches that enhancement is not about rushing to high numbers. It is about maintaining stability, planning upgrades, and building strength gradually. Players who learn this lesson experience smoother progression and stronger long-term results. Shrine of Ice also teaches players how to evaluate upgrade timing. Not every enhancement opportunity needs to be used immediately. Holding Shining Enhancement Scrolls until gear reaches a stable baseline often produces better long-term results. This mindset reduces regret from failed upgrades and improves overall progression efficiency. Another important lesson from Shrine of Ice is understanding equipment lifespan. Early gear may be replaced quickly, making heavy enhancement inefficient. The dungeon indirectly encourages players to think ahead and reserve high-value scrolls for equipment that will remain relevant longer. Enemy pacing inside Shrine of Ice reinforces cautious engagement. Certain encounters punish repeated mistakes, making reckless behavior costly. This encourages players to slow down, observe patterns, and prioritize survivability over aggressive damage output. The dungeon also highlights the psychological side of enhancement systems. Repeated failures can create frustration, but Shrine of Ice farming promotes a measured approach. By separating scroll acquisition from enhancement usage, players gain emotional control over progression decisions. Shining Weapon and Armor Enhancement Scrolls support gradual power scaling. Instead of sudden spikes, players experience steady improvement. This aligns with ROM, Golden Age's design philosophy of incremental growth rather than extreme variance. Shrine of Ice farming benefits players who maintain routine schedules. Regular clears accumulate scrolls at a predictable rate, reducing reliance on luck. This predictability helps players plan future upgrades more confidently. Gear enhancement interacts closely with other progression systems. Improved equipment reduces potion consumption and dungeon clear time, indirectly improving efficiency across all content. Shrine of Ice therefore contributes beyond its immediate rewards. Dungeon familiarity eventually reduces risk exposure. Players who understand spawn patterns and enemy abilities experience fewer failures. This stability reinforces the dungeon's core lesson of controlled advancement. Shrine of Ice also rewards preparation outside the dungeon. Stat balance, monster plates, and synthesis upgrades all influence enhancement outcomes indirectly by improving survivability and consistency. As players continue farming, Shrine of Ice transitions from a challenging dungeon into a dependable progression source. This shift reflects mastery not just of mechanics, but of upgrade philosophy. Ultimately, Shrine of Ice teaches restraint. Enhancement success is not defined by reaching the highest level quickly, but by maintaining steady progress without unnecessary loss. Players who internalize this lesson build stronger, more reliable accounts over time. Shrine of Ice gradually trains players to separate farming from upgrading. By repeatedly running the dungeon, players accumulate enhancement scrolls without feeling pressured to use them immediately. This separation improves decision quality and reduces impulsive enhancement attempts that often lead to wasted resources. The dungeon also reinforces awareness of failure tolerance. Not all enhancement failures carry the same cost, and Shrine of Ice encourages players to evaluate acceptable risk levels. This perspective helps players choose which gear pieces are worth enhancing and which should remain untouched. Over time, players notice that enhancement success feels more meaningful when supported by preparation. Shrine of Ice indirectly promotes system synergy, where synthesis upgrades, monster plates, and stat balance work together to support equipment growth rather than relying on enhancement alone. Another lesson from Shrine of Ice is long-term inventory planning. Enhancement scrolls occupy valuable space, encouraging players to organize storage carefully. This promotes efficient inventory management, which improves overall gameplay flow during extended farming sessions. Dungeon repetition also improves emotional stability. By normalizing average results, Shrine of Ice helps players remain calm during both success and failure. This emotional consistency leads to better long-term decision-making and reduces frustration-driven mistakes. Shrine of Ice highlights the difference between progress and perception. While visible upgrades may appear slow, hidden efficiency gains accumulate quietly. Reduced potion usage, faster clears, and improved survivability all reflect unseen progress enabled by steady enhancement planning. As players grow familiar with Shrine of Ice, they begin optimizing run timing. Choosing optimal play windows reduces fatigue and increases focus. This scheduling awareness improves farming efficiency without increasing total playtime. Enhancement scroll accumulation supports future flexibility. Players with stored scrolls can respond quickly to new gear upgrades or content updates. This readiness provides strategic advantage and reduces dependency on immediate dungeon access. Shrine of Ice also reinforces patience during unlucky streaks. The dungeon's predictable structure ensures that progress continues regardless of short-term outcomes. This reinforces trust in consistent effort over random chance. Over extended periods, Shrine of Ice becomes part of a stable progression loop. Farming, planning, and enhancing form a repeatable cycle that supports sustainable growth across all systems. The dungeon ultimately teaches discipline. Resisting the urge to over-enhance preserves resources and prevents regression. This discipline strengthens overall account health and ensures steady improvement. Shrine of Ice demonstrates that enhancement systems reward preparation more than risk-taking. Players who adopt this philosophy experience smoother progression and fewer setbacks. As progression continues, Shrine of Ice serves as a reminder that long-term strength is built gradually. The dungeon's design encourages foresight, consistency, and thoughtful decision-making. In the broader context of ROM Golden Age, Shrine of Ice represents controlled advancement. It reinforces the idea that true progression is defined by stability, not speed. Players who internalize these lessons carry them into every other system. Enhancement becomes a calculated step rather than a gamble, strengthening the overall gameplay experience. Shrine of Ice also emphasizes the importance of mental pacing during progression. Because enhancement outcomes are not guaranteed, players benefit from approaching upgrades with a calm mindset. Treating enhancement as a long-term process rather than a single decisive moment reduces frustration and improves consistency. The dungeon subtly teaches players to respect preparation over impulse. Entering Shrine of Ice without proper planning often results in inefficient runs and unnecessary losses. Over time, players learn that preparation outside the dungeon is just as important as performance inside it. Enhancement scroll farming encourages delayed gratification. Rather than chasing immediate results, players accumulate resources until they can enhance with confidence. This approach aligns with ROM, Golden Age's broader progression philosophy where patience yields stability.